see the moon, I see the moon. Oh, when you're looking at the sun. Not a fool, not a fool, not a fool. No, you're not fooling anyone.
I'm Dua Lipa, and the way I'd like to describe my music would be dark pop. It's pop that's very hip hop influenced. Music was in my life since I can remember. My father was a musician. He's in a band, and I grew up listening to him sing his own songs and also sing other people's songs. I was always constantly influenced by music, and I was surrounded by it. And then when I started to listen to my own thing, when I started taking an interest in my own kind of music, I would listen to Nelly Furtado and Pink and Destiny's Child. And then as I grew older, then I found a really big love for hip hop. So now, like, the main thing I listen to is rap. And I love Action Bronson and A$AP Rocky and Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. You know, there's just so much. I like the realness behind it, and that's why I also really like trying to put that all into my own music.
There's nothing that I wanna do for you, do for you, do for you. Oh, 'cause you got inside my head. Oh, but when you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone, oh, baby, all the lights go out. Thinking that maybe I was wrong, I was wrong, I was wrong. Come back to me, baby, we can work this out.
I mean, it's going to be a mixture between that and new love, and you put them together. And because I'm so heavily influenced by hip hop, that I like to sing the rap. So I'd start, like, all my verses would be very fast paced, and then you have like the big pop chorus, which is always dancey and fun, I hope.
I can be the one, 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 be the one. I can be the one.
For Be The One, it's that song really reached out to me, and it was very much about persistence and going towards something that, you know, you're not afraid of. You keep on going towards that goal no matter what is the kind of underlying factor. It's just basically of never giving up, which is a motto that I've always had in everything that I've done. Whereas New Love, it sounds like a love story, but at the time when I wrote it, it was all about kind of making a song where the music industry were about to accept you, or whether they would or whether they wouldn't, and it was about trying to be accepted by an industry that neither wants you nor needs you, and trying to make your own lane.
Now it's getting quiet here, now it's getting blue, and this baby ain't no fair, taking up my youth. You've been telling me some lies, I'll be thinking it's the truth.
I wrote a song called Last Dance, which is my next song that will come out in January. And it's about being homesick and being away from home, and kind of having to deal with all the different things that, I guess, even living on my own hasn't been as hard as being away from a familiar place that I've been in. And I feel now I'm very used to it, because I'm away for so often that now it's just become one, where I'm like, oh, I won't be in London for this long. But yeah, sometimes, you know, you just miss your own bed. You just miss being at home, and you miss familiarity and knowing where you are and the nice restaurants you want to go to and stuff. Yeah, there will be a album coming out next summer. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, fingers crossed. Which I'm really excited about. It's been like a really long time now that I've been working on this. It's been like a year and a half of just being in the studio and constantly writing. And now finally it's starting to take shape, and everything sounds the same. And, well, not the same, but it's got the same feel going on throughout the whole album. Well, it's finally sounding like an album, which is what we've wanted. So yeah, and then it's just a lot of, right now I'm focusing on the live show and doing some shows around the UK and hopefully some in Europe and in America soon. Do you know what? Last night, I realised how much being on stage made me so happy. Like, I was so scared before I went on stage. It was like my first proper show with my band. And I was so scared, but the second I got on stage, it was like the best feeling in the world. Seeing people react and you having that connection with the audience is like the best feeling ever. And yeah, I don't think anything makes me happier. Yeah, I'd consider myself confident, but that's because I grew into that later on in my life. When I was in primary school, my teacher told me I couldn't sing. Then when I went to theatre school, my teacher told me I could. So that's when I kind of decided that the only person that was going to believe in anything I did was me. So if I don't believe in myself and I don't push myself and people tell me I can't do something when I think I can, then I would never be able to have done it. So confidence is a big thing.